Yeah. Yo, what's up, everybody? Well, damn. Woo. What a day, what a day, what a day. Well, damn. And I mean, damn. I mean, it's one thing when you get beat. Ah, I ain't see this coming. I didn't see this coming at all. But thoroughly dominated. As wow. Thoroughly dominated. I thought it was going to be a close game. And truthfully, I actually thought that the Browns was going to pull this out. Thought they was going to win 24-21. I just said this earlier. But wow. I can't believe it. I was like, damn. For a playoff team, it's like playoffs. I was like, playoffs. Wow. It's like, what can you say? I can't believe it. Lost 45-7. Then we just Browns just got bulldozed today. For real, on the real strength. They just got bulldozed. They got out coached, outplayed. I can't even put it on one person. I think the only person that actually came to play today was the guy that replaced Nick Chubb today, Dearness Johnson. Wow. What can you say? Just total annihilation. I was like, damn. I'm like, wow. They had Matt Jones and them looking like they was back at Alabama or something. Damn. 45-7. Wow, that's crazy. Very crazy. Stefanski, you got to go back to the drawing board, dude, because what you drawing up right now, especially on offense, ain't working. And Joe Woods, what's up with the defense? Y'all didn't put no pressure on Matt Jones. Dude was going out the pocket making plays. That's like, damn, can't believe this. He looked like he was a seasoned vet out there. And to me, I'm going to tell y'all like this. It looked like to me today, the Browns actually quit. It looked like they quit out there. And that's bad considering today is a game that can determine playoff position. I mean, playoff position, because New England is one of the teams that you got to look at in case of a positive tiebreaker. And to just stink it up like that, that's just all bad. That's just totally bad. That's just all bad. It's like, well, what can you say? Well, I guess the highlights came on the first drive of the game in the beginning when Baker threw to Austin Hooper on 4th down for a touchdown. After that, it was strictly a rep. It was strictly a rep. Well, I think we're 5-5. Yeah, Patrick, you right. Mac Jones. You right, Patrick. Mac Jones showed Baker how to play quarterback. And man, it's all bad. I was just like, damn, it looked like Matt Jones was the 4-year guy and Baker was the rookie. For real, for real. And I ain't putting this all on Baker because, to be honest, it's just disappointing. It's just totally disappointing. It's just totally disappointing because you would actually think that wow, they pulled out the money for the offensive lineman to get paid this week, and to pull off a performance like that where your quarterback got hurt, Case Keenum, he probably went in there for a cup of tea in the game and got sacked like 3 or 4 times. Wow. That's crazy. But today, I'm going to say it like this. The Browns quit today. 45-7 on the team, scores 45 unanswered. That ain't cool at all. That's not cool at all. But I guess we got to lace them up for next week when they play the team from the D. When they play Detroit, guess we got to lace them up next week for the team from the D. And I don't know if they beat Pittsburgh or not, or lost to Pittsburgh or not. I think it was going into overtime, I think. So it is what it is. Browns got to wake it up and saddle up for next week. Because, wow, 5-5, got 7 more of these to go. And I'm going to tell y'all flat out, honestly, Browns got to win out. They got to win all 7. They have to win all 7. Because if not, they lose all the tiebreakers. Because they done lost to everybody that's within a game's distance except for Cincinnati. And we still got another game against them, and that's at the end of the year. But right now, you look at the schedule, they got to get this game next week against Detroit. That's crucial. Then you got Baltimore. You got Baltimore twice. Then you got the Raiders. That's going to be a tough game. Then you got Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. And we got somebody else along. Oh, on Christmas Day, we got Green Bay. Wow. And Aaron Rodgers probably going to be on 1 because 1, he got to play on Christmas. 2, they've been on his ass about this vaccine stuff. So he might try to go win 7 more straight again. 8 more straight. So Browns got their work cut out ahead of them. That's all I got to say. They got their work cut out for them. But hey, any given Sunday, anything can happen. So we'll see what's happening with that. Because, man, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Shout out to Zach Arthur, who's watching. Shout out to Patrick Long Break. My boy Kwesi Ghana watching all the way from Africa. My dude. Hi, Jenny Hannah Hardy. How you doing? Wow, I got the flashlight going in and stuff. But man, 45-7. Well, guess the Boston Cleveland thing is going on. It's 1-1. Cavs came back last night, and beat Boston. In a thrilling game, matter of fact. Probably one of the better games of the year for the Cavs. Because they came back and they didn't have a few key pieces on their team playing. So I guess tomorrow is the rubber match with the Cavs and the Celtics to see who win the this Cleveland Boston series this weekend. Because wow, the Browns wet the bed for sure. Definitely wet the bed. Sad sight. But hey, they lace them up for next week. All you can do really on this one is throw out the game film. Just throw it in the trash and lace them up for next week at the dog pound. In the dog pound, they get ready for the Detroit Lions. Because actually, this was a total team loss. You can't really just put it on one particular person. Everybody had their part in it. From coaching staff, roster all the way down. Nobody came to play but Dearness Johnson. And I think he had 99 yards. And if I ain't mistaken, Case Keenum passed for more yards than Baker. Imagine that. And I would think. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Who do you think is going to start at quarterback next week for the Browns next week against Detroit? Who y'all think going to start at quarterback? Because if Baker's hurt, I don't know what's going to happen. Because you think that, well, Detroit may be 0-8, 0-9, but any given Sunday, anything can happen. So we'll see what's happening. But right now, it's all bad right now. 5-5. And you know what's sad about this? 5-5. I predicted the Browns go 12-5 this year. So they ain't got no margin for error in my book. Period. Wow. This is crazy. But hey, that's why we lace them up for next week. Be at the dog pound. They got the Lions. And we'll see what's really going on. Stefanski got his pants pulled down today by Bill. Got his pants pulled down today. And you know what added insult to injury? They had Brian Hoyer in the game and he threw a touchdown pass. I guess he was like, that's for replacing me with Johnny Football back in 14. I said, damn. Said, when it rains, it pours. But hey, it is what it is. So hey, they 5-5. They got some soul searching to do this week. Get ready for the Lions next week. And hopefully they can get this together. And hopefully they can win. They're going to have to win out. Because to me, the only way you're going to be surely in the playoffs is if you in the AFC is either if you win the division or if you go 12-5 or 11-6. So we'll see what happens. But everybody, y'all have a good night. Peace out. Talk to you next week. Wow. Y'all out. Destroyed wasn't a word. They got their booties kicked. Yeah. All right.